Fantastic, you've got pole position.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top three.
Grim Reaper, Lawson, Callan. We're here at Le Castellet, and it looks to be a thrilling event ahead of us. The drivers are making their final preparations, and in a very short time, we'll be starting today's race. Today's drivers need to master the 15 corners of Paul Ricard, 6 left-handers and 9 rights spaced around the 3.6-mile circuit. The longest section is the famous Mistral Straight, which is split into 2 by the colourful Chicane Nord, which offers a potential overtaking hotspot. But the drivers there need to take care. Those brightly coloured stripes don't offer much grip and won't be kind to tyres. As we're now moments away from the off, let's take a look at the grid order in which they'll start today's race. Grim Reaper lines up on pole position, and it's Liam Lawson alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Williams, Sato, Yuri Vips, Hauger, Pourchaire, Drugovic, Armstrong, Frederick Vesti, Daruvala, Novalak, Enzo Fittipaldi, Tatiana Calderon, Sargent, Boschon, Cordial, Jack Doohan, Caldwell, Ewasa, Hughes, and Roy Nissany completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's get down to the track. Alongside me today, I'm delighted to welcome back to the commentary box the 2012 GP2 champion, Davide Valsecchi. There looks to be a challenging race ahead of the drivers today, Davide. With that in mind, what are you looking?
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum going. job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Okay, radar is clear, weather is looking good for now. Pack, that's P1. The car behind is Lawson, and the gap behind us is 1.7 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Pit window opens in 12 laps time. 12 laps. 27 laps to go. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 4.9 seconds. strategy available on the MFD. Copy. Okay, go, go, go! That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. All right, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy.
Well then, that concludes another excellent race. And look at that, they're making their way out onto the podium now. Great race from the MP Motorsport team, and I'm very happy to see them up there on the top step of the podium. And now, let's take a look at the drivers' standings. The gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race for our championship leader. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
Difficult call, but I say Felipe Drugovich. He was committed the entire race, and it's paid off with the result.
On to the teams then. Trident move further ahead at the top of the standings. Meanwhile, Prema have improved their position. A strong weekend for them as they fight their way to the top. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We'll see you when Formula 2 returns.